Okay. Let's start with this one. So for our right-on part of the test, he said we'll need to know how to take 3 nucleotide bases and tie them together with the phosphate group.
Tie them together with phosphate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do the mechanism of it?
I don't know if it's the mechanism. He just said know how to take 3 nucleotide bases and tie them together with the phosphate. So,
What if he...
I mean, I think the mechanism he said, you don't really need to know it, but of course he always says, please be aware and understand how to conceptualize the theoretical principles behind it. Whatever that means.
You sound like a teacher.
Yeah.
So if you have 3 bases independent of each other, they have the base off of carbon number 1, you got this carbon number 5 with an OH sticking out, off of carbon 3 is an OH. Then depending if it's DNA or RNA, there's an OH there.
Okay.
So to make it tight with a phosphate, because it does happen in an enzyme, so I guess you don't really, probably doesn't need this for the mechanism, but probably like there's something like that where your phosphate adds in between the 2 oxygens. Now really the mechanism is probably going to be the phosphate gets bound to this oxygen, but it's already going to have its own oxygen on there. So this water would get protonated, and this would attach, and then water would leave.
Uh-huh.
So then it's bound like that.
Okay. That makes sense.
Really just the phosphate in between those 2 sugars.
Yeah.
And then obviously this is your 5' end.
And the 3'
3'
end, because you go from top to bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now would I need to know, could I just put base, or would I have to put like the ribose or the
Like adenine, thymine,
adenine, thymine?
quantities, I think.
Would
For
I-
this, you probably just put base, or if you're specific, said like, show how you bind adenine with a guanine with a cytosine. Then he probably just wants you then to write it, just because if your purpose is showing the bonding, probably not gonna waste all that time to draw it out. But I don't know if he said that on the write-on, you might have to draw out each base.